Hello and welcome to Shoreline Music Monthly. My name is Mark Koshwitz. This is episode 53, where we bring you the best original music on the shoreline. I'm wearing this shirt today and I can't mess with it because of the mic that I'm wearing, but I put it on to remind me to tell you that there's some young folks in town doing good stuff, and we mentioned them here before, and I just wanted to mention them again. Bottleitup.org. Check it out. Young folks making a difference, and they're your neighbors. So look them up. Very happy to have in the station with me tonight. I have a couple of gentlemen who are or were still are again area residents. I have the Wyrd Brothers with me. I have Brian Wolfe. Can we drop just and Peter Mitchell, who are
nice to meet you, Mark.
Collectively the Wyrd Brothers.
Thanks for having us.
Welcome to the show.
It's nice to be here.
Yeah, like
I could have walked.
Yeah. And I think
I was walking, but that's just a normal pace on the Merritt.
we found him wandering in the parking lot. Well, welcome to the show. You guys. We've had Brian on. Actually, I think this may now be a new record for times. Is this your third or fourth?
I think it's. Wait, it's the
Ebb and Rose
and the Soup Kitchen.
Soup Kitchen.
So it's the fourth.
Twice.
Yeah.
I think that's.
And there was that
record.
interview that they did. Was it Kobe?
Oh, Kobe.
She did an interview with me backstage at the Cape one time that you guys showed. So.
Very nice. And so, Peter, this is your first time.
It is. And I'm such a TV virgin.
I'm not going anywhere with that, my friend. Now, you guys have been playing together a very long time, but there was, I guess, a short break in the middle.
Yeah, about 30 years. It might have been closer to 40.
So, I mean, I'm now a Clinton resident, and I got a kick out of hearing that actually that is the town where it originally started. So maybe you want to run us through the Wyrd Brothers history.
Well, yeah, we met in 8th grade when my family, which originally was, Bridgeport to Milford and then out to California, did a relo back, and I ended up living right behind this guy.
You could literally stumble down the hill and end up in
Connecting
his back door.
backyards.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And in between, Brian's family had this chicken coop, which is where we would rehearse, and eventually got decorated with these spray-painted psychedelic.
So were you both individually into music already, and then became happy accident neighbors?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Well, my recollections, if we go about recollections, my recollection is that Peter came into the class and sat, hi class, this is Peter, he's just moved here from California.
Everyone turns and looks at.
Yeah, and I got all
right.
excited, like, wow, a real person from California. And because I was obsessed with the Byrds. And so, because he was from California, I figured he had to know the Byrds.
Personally, of course.
Personally, yeah. And he sat down next to me and we started talking about, in my head, we started talking about the Byrds. But
Yeah, we had very similar interests in music. I came with, my stack of Yardbirds and Who and Byrds, and my older brother had all of his Dylan records, so yeah, we kind of hit it right off.
yeah.
Nice.
The Dylan records damaged me to this day.
Is harmonica playing?
No, it's just, people talk about the effect of music on somebody, and I was like in the eighth grade? What 7th grade, 8th grade?
Yeah, 8th grade.
8th grade, yeah. And Masters of War, Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. By the time I was by the time I was done with 8th grade, I was anti-war, anti-gun, and that die got cast really, really early.
Fertile time for music, and protest music or music of social commentary.
Right, not like now.
Thank you.
the hill. I can see you on the hill with a long gun and a pocket full of pills, with a zealot's heart looking for a kill. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R, A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. Never see the shot you shoot so far. You can kill at 1,200 yards. You got a custom chassis, a muzzle brake. Never hear the shot, 'cause that bullet's so awake. Saw you years ago in the clock tower from the grassy knoll, from the Beltway to Buffalo. Jackson, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee. Highway 101 by a Pacific Sea. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R, A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. It's a long night for a long gun. Civil society's out for a run. Thermal sight, don't need no light. Watch your body going dark as it loses its life. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R, A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. Now I can see you on the hill with a long gun and a zealot's will. Gonna take one down, gonna take a life. Your sniper gun's got one dead to rights. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R, A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. Your sniper gun can shoot so far. Send a bullet flying across the country. Take another life for your white supremacy. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. You can find your own special trigger. A-K-H-K-F-N-A-R. Now, Brian always played guitar. At the beginning, I was playing drums. And we had a night scheduled on WICC, had this local talent night. We got to go in to play 3 songs, and one of them was a Byrds cover. And
Ironically, Mr. Spaceman.
Mr. Spaceman, that's right, that's right. Well, you know Clinton. Next to Brian's house is Chittenden Hill Road.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from California, of course, I had a skateboard. I couldn't resist the hill.
Gravity is your friend.
Yeah,
until
it's not
your
until it's not. And with an assist from a big patch of sand, which gummed up the ball-bearing wheels in no time. So I broke my wrist like 2 days before the show. Fortunately, it was my older brother's drum kit, so he stepped in. I played tambourine.
I thought you played bass that night.
For all the good it did, yeah, I might have.
But we are talking a little while back now. So what brought you two back together, or what? It's.
Well, Peter found me. He did you send me an email, or yeah, you sent me an email.
Right.
Also, you moved away from the area.
Oh, yeah,
or?
I did.
Yeah.
You know, we somewhere near the end of the 70s, early 80s. I was in Hartford and went off to Rochester for grad school, and we kind of lost the connection at that point.
In the pre-internet years.
In the pre-internet years,
Yeah.
right.
It's hard to even imagine now that distance would be a hurdle, but at that time.
So I'm writing stuff still, even though I'm not performing it. There's this like constant drip going in my head with material, and I would just be generating these lyrics and these beats at that point I was working at the UN, so on my crosstown walk in Midtown from Port Authority over to First Ave, started coming up with this, what was the beginning for Racing to the Bottom. I thought, what the hell am I going to do with this? Well, about that same time I found Brian and discovered on the internet Brian's got this group, great group, the Eben Rose Trio. And I wonder if they might be interested in Racing to the Bottom. So I got in touch.
So he sends me the words, and right away, I hear this kind of very not Eben Rose guitar part for it, and
I did notice that most of the guitars you brought tonight seem to be of the solid body variety.
yeah, but we got there's some that are somewhat wafy. I sent Peter back just a iPhone demo of me playing the song, and it was right around the time that the election cycle was starting, and you couldn't go 3 minutes on any network without them saying this has become a race to the bottom. So I emailed Peter. I said, we have to go record this song. And I think he was thinking, oh great, Eben Rose is going to record this song. I'm like, no, you're going to sing it and I'm going to play it.
I said, I'm not sure you want me to do that, but all right, give it a try.
Because I remembered his voice. I always felt that Peter had a really unique voice and a great delivery of things.
What was it? How did Arafat describe him? Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, Peter, you've got this nice feral quality to your voice. stand for time. Jack's in the roadhouse cooking up dimes. Mary and Joseph are loading their guns, racing to the bottom, but the bottom don't come. Boy, toy, she, boy, what's your name? Your color don't matter when your skin's in the game. Wage, slave, dues, paying salary man, racing to the bottom to the same damn end. Send a message and the message can't wait. Better punch your ticket if you want to get straight. But I can't get straight unless I unwind, racing to the bottom, working overtime. Racing to the bottom, working overtime. K Street Jesus is up on the hill, shaking down the money tree, working miracles. Back home in the barroom, he's feeling pretty fine, racing to the bottom, baby, I got mine. Racing to the bottom, baby, I got mine. Racing to the bottom, there's no finish line.
And now, I mean, a lot of folks kind of mix in a little social commentary, you know, in their recordings. I mean, I don't know it's 100%, but everything that I've listened to by you folks seems to be in that window. Is
It's all very politically driven and pointed, and we talk about gun reform, income inequality, social justice issues, light stuff.
I mean, music has a long history, you know, providing a forum for that.
Absolutely.
It seems to come and go, I guess.
Exactly.
But of course, the very
People start to get comfortable.
They do.
Not with these chairs, aren't we?
There's no danger of that in a public access studio, getting too comfortable.
You know, you go back to that very beginning. It wasn't just that. It wasn't just Dylan. Even the Byrds were very political. Mm-hmm. You know, so the very genesis of our relationship was
Guthrie and Oakes, and I mean,
and President and Kennedy and the Vietnam War. I mean, it wasn't like it was a cheery time.
Right.
Civil rights. I mean, so.
Oh, it was countercultural. It was an element.
Yeah.
And now you've got at least a couple EPs out now, right?
Three.
Wow, you guys are prolific.
The third one is in process. We're just you know, the great thing about Bandcamp is that we can just keep adding tracks
Exactly.
to it.
It started with, it was a 3-song EP, and now it's up to being a 5.
And we got 2 more at least.
At least.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 12-song vinyl at the end of the process, I hope.
Really?
Yeah, we got the material.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We're going to put it out on Thin Man Records, which is great. Robbie DeRosa.
So actual holdable CD, vinyl type stuff. I mean,
something
the one thing
tangible.
I love that stuff, and one thing that kind of irks me a little about where we're going with music now is that a lot of it is just this amorphous. I mean, it's there and you can listen to it, but I grew up with holding them.
And of course, you can, download and burn. It's not the same thing. I mean, I kind of dig these ones with the printed discs and the cover art. Because that was a whole.
Well, you're you're visual and conceptualized, so it would be great fun. But all the songs that we have, we should say, all the songs that we have are on Bandcamp. So if you go to,
if anyone's looking for them,
it's Wyrd, WYRD. Bandcamp will keep, every time you put WYRD, it'll take the Y and make it an O, and you have to yell and go, no, it's a Y.
Love autocorrect.
But they're free downloads. You can just go down there, and we're not charging anybody for them. They can download them for free. It's a great idea. We'll probably sell a lot of the vinyl after we've given them all away.
Well, I hope
for free.
so. I hope so.
not cool, you're an LLC. You're running like a dog after CJT. You're a music production company. We play the tunes, you play Monopoly. You register that Benz in the Carolinas. You keep it garage in that mansion on Long Island. That vineyard you expense, those drinks by the sea. Registered to Music LLC. DJ a show, you book a lot of clubs, but when it's time to pay, you don't ever show up. You're a music production LLC. We play the tune, you keep the fee. You offshore your life through your LLC. It's your tax avoidance strategy. You make it look so easy, I think I understand. To pick all those pockets, you got 3 hands. You're the gatekeeper. You got so many friends. So why don't you give us a break on the rent? We don't need you for legitimacy. Save it for your music, LLC. I'm making music, man. I'm making music, man. I'm making music, man. I'm making music production. I'm making music, man. I'm making music, man. I'm making music, man. I'm making music production.
Well, thank you once again for watching Shoreline Music Monthly. We will be back again next month with another fabulous guest. In the meantime, I hope you're enjoying your summer, and please get out there and see a show, support the scene. You are the local in this local music scene. We'll see you next month.